But remember, Republicans eat their young. They really do. They eat their young. Terrible statement, but it's true.
That was former President Donald Trump accusing Republicans of cannibalism. That's a strange statement. I know some of you are probably saying he meant eat their own, because that's the statement, right? I don't really know. I mean, on Tuesday, Trump did post this on, well...
Truth, essential.
I understand candidates that are losing by 57 to 70 points are getting together with Rhino, Mitt, the loser Romney, Bill, no guts or no talents barred, so broken political investors will soon come to me as most others already have. These failed candidates should have started by campaigning effectively, which they didn't because they don't have the skill or the talent. Romney, who couldn't get elected dog catcher in the great state of Utah, should have beaten absolutely failed first-term Obama, of course. If he and Rhino Paul fought as hard against Obama as they do against President Donald J. Trump, they would have never lost. But remember, Republicans eat their young. There it is again. And that's the problem with so many in our party. They go after the people who are on their side. We're in the radical left Democrats that are destroying our country. Okay. So, that's really interesting. Republicans, eat their young. Are you saying you're young? Weird statement. Because that's in a reference to himself. Okay. But the irony here, of course, is that Trump has attacked Republicans pretty relentlessly. In fact, that post was him literally attacking other Republicans. And right now, there's a Republican, like, I don't know, civil war, whatever. A lot of infighting among House Republicans right now. So, I mean, I guess you could say he's right that they are eating their own. But I think a lot of it has to do with Trump. I mean, again, you've got the pro-Trump people, and then you have the people that might actually want to win elections. And look, it's funny because when it comes to the policy positions, they're pretty much the same. Tax cuts, deregulation, more military spending, of course. But you have these factions that pop up. For example, the Marjorie Greens that are like, well, we don't want to send money to Ukraine. Instead, what we want to do, and don't mistake her position for being anti-war, because instead of spending money, sending money to Ukraine, she just wants to use it to bomb Mexico. But why? Why do you want to bomb Mexico? Well, that's the drug trafficking. What? Dumbest thing imaginable. But again, it's not very smart people. Okay, I'm guessing she probably just wants to bomb Mexico because of
Nancy Pelosi's gazpacho police.
The gazpacho. See, they came from gazpacho, a Mexican dish. So obviously, that's why she wants to go after them. No. Again, you have these, different fashions, of course, but generally when it comes to policy, they're aligned. And so really the thing that they disagree on is whether or not they want to support this guy who is an alleged criminal who is under many, many indictments, investigations, and more importantly, I think for a lot of people who are in the Republican Party, especially the big donors, is that they're losing elections because of Trump. Trump-backed candidates have gotten, in a lot of cases, a lot of recent races, crushed. And a lot of their most, anti-abortion candidates have been obliterated. For example, in Michigan, the entire Michigan Republican Party is fighting amongst themselves. And Democrats pretty much own the entire state government here. And so, I mean, you have situations like that. You have, Republicans that continue to get in trouble in these different places that are, pro-Trump, pro-corruption, all this stuff. And so it is funny that Trump points out that they're eating their young. No, they're fighting over you in a lot of these cases. Look, not that I think it's, not funny. I do think it's funny. And I actually don't even have an issue with them fighting each other. I just think it's really interesting the hypocrisy here. Why he says, "Oh, you got to stop, eating your young, mainly me." After you attack them, somehow they're the ones that are guilty of attacking fellow Republicans. When, again, a lot of this didn't really start openly until Trump. And that's where you saw this big schism where you had Republicans essentially openly fighting each other at this point. But okay, think what you want. Have at it. Enjoy making absolutely no sense in the things that you say. As long as Republicans keep fighting each other and losing elections, that's good for us. Good for America. Keep it up.